Are you trying to work out how to make it go faster?
Okay, so
You don't need to.
fast, medium, and then low. Well, I presume it's fast, medium, and low.
If ever I buy one of these things, it will be left on low.
But that's almost as if like it takes the supercharge and turns it off.
Yes, but
It's so
it's
chill.
absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, so you two have ridden this bike now, a couple of, what, about 40, 50 k's each?
Yeah.
You went to fetch it, Carl.
Yeah.
And it's the first time you've been on one of these?
Yeah, I rode the original H2.
Yeah?
This is it's crazy. Obviously being no bearing versus the H2, it's lovely. But it is very fast.
Two fundamental problems with this bike. There's two problems. Number one, you can ride it slowly, but it's cut. You just want to go fast all the time. Is that very common?
Yeah.
The second thing is, you can be cruising along at 160 k's an hour. Okay, we'll be good God-fearing citizens. You can be doing 100, and you open the throttle, and it gets to 120 in like the blink of an eye. It is absolutely. This is one of the most fun motorcycles I've ever ridden in my life, bar none. Is that fair comment?
Yeah, it's good fun, but at the same time, it's a bit of a widowmaker. It can scare you.
Widowmaker, yeah. Widowmaker's a famous one. Carl, you know what I love about this bike? It's naked and it hasn't got any wind protection, but it's actually fairly comfortable. It is, realistically, it's not that you'd want to buy it to ride it every single day, but you can. The sitting position is not as aggressive as some of the super bikes we've ridden.
It's a very relaxed. It's relaxed. It's a relaxed feeling.
Yeah, so you can wander along at 160 k's an hour all day long, no problem. And the beauty of the supercharger is you open the throttle and it's just it's like somebody grabs you by the seat of your ass and does this. Woof! It's absolutely amazing. If you've never ridden one of these bikes, guys, it's something you need to do. And I think there's three different models available. This is the naked. Then the SX is the more toury one. I rode that one last year, and I've got to tell you, that SX is just beautiful because you've got a little bit more protection in there. And then, of course, there's the very fast, the H2R, or what's it called?
You got the H2 and the H2R as well.
And those are just insane. But, guys, if you've never experienced a supercharged Kawasaki,
and the whistle it makes.
Oh, I love it. You know, we were taking the photographs down there, and you're aware of the whistle when you ride it, sort of. But Stefan will back me on this. We were taking photographs and standing there, and you hear the whistle come along before you hear the engine. It's the weirdest thing. It sounds like something from Back to the Future. It's an incredible bike.
But Kawasaki's kind of been known for their forced induction motors. Back in the day, there was a GPZ 750 turbo.
That's right.
And then they come out with the supercharged motors now.
Pioneers. No other Japanese or any.
Well, no, there was a CX 500 turbo.
Yeah. But I mean, in this segment, the others haven't looked at it. They're all kind of normally aspirated.
Yeah.
These guys go turbo, superchargers, do.
What are they going to do next?
And that's what makes them unique. Really, really unique.
Yeah. And what's it like when the supercharger kicks in properly?
You know,
does it rip your arms off?
It's not like a turbo, no.
It's not even like a two. You know, everyone will say that two-stroke where it's chill, and the
Yeah.
two-stroke claps in. This is constant.
It's just
throughout
constant
the whole
power. It's got a
time.
very calm torque curve right through. It's almost, it feels like a nothing. It's just got a whole bunch more power that it just goes woof. But it's not like
So you're saying,
your arms off.
so it's quite predictable.
Yes, it is predictable, but it's still,
It's not snatchy, what I'm saying.
it's not snatchy. And the word predictable is an understatement for, there's nothing predictable about this motorcycle. It's instantaneous acceleration wherever you need it.
But you can feel what it's doing. It's not.
You
gonna,
can feel what it's
It's
doing.
not going to
There's
throw
no
you
question.
blindside and say, okay, cool, we're doing 7,000 RPM. Oh, wait, we're doing 12,000, and it's not.
Not at all. It
You can
stays
feel
in
everything
shape.
it's doing.
And stability in the corners?
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
Listen, everything about it's got shower suspension. It handles lovely through the turns and things. You just a little bit, maybe a little bit less throttle than most bikes you'd use. The suspension is good. We've ridden some really horrible roads. It's not bouncy or anything like that, and the brakes are phenomenal. There was a section at the back there where I got caught out a little bit, just going a bit too fast, and there were a whole lot of buckies in our way and an oncoming car, so I had to grab on, and it does everything well. It's a complete package. This is an incredible motorcycle, and like everybody raves about TFT screens and blah blah blah. This has got a tiny little TFT. I'll show you here. It's nothing near as fancy as some of the other bikes that we ride, but it tells you everything you need. It's compact, neat, beautiful. What a flippin' cool little motorbike this is.
Now, Carl, I know you're keen on this kind of stuff. The electronics package. You've used it, and
Yeah,
you say
I've
you can actually feel the.
Yeah, it's so. For instance, F is full power. That is it really is ultimate. You roll on and you can feel it straight away. Then you can change it down to you just select your modes. For instance, you can select it and say, right, I want to go down to low. It's almost in low. It almost feels like they've turned the turbocharger off.
Just a bit more, man. No, supercharger.
Or the supercharger.
Yeah.
It feels like it's just off. It becomes like a normal 1000. It's more manageable.
But it's
easier.
still 1,000. Don't let it fool you. There's nothing slow about this motorcycle
And then
at all.
the traction control is also it's very easy to use. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. 1's been a bit. You can pop the wheel up a little bit, a bit more forgiving. 2, obviously, a bit more advanced, and then 3 retards it completely.
3 keeps everything in check.
When you turn it off, it can get squirrely. You come around the corner, you open up, you will feel it, and you can pop it on the back wheel, but then it's scary.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a
Got
scary
lots and
car.
lots of power.
Okay, but now also Kawasaki's got their rideology, and this all links up through your cell phone to rideology, where you can actually mess with the power curves and the torque settings and everything. You can actually personalize the bike to yourself.
In my opinion, I wouldn't touch it. I would leave it as it is. I think very often what people forget is that manufacturers build bikes to suit everybody. And unless you're at that level of rider, I wouldn't touch a thing. This bike is so exciting and good just as it is.
I think 5% of your market will
Yeah,
probably
maybe 5%. But guys, you can read all about this motorcycle in the February issue of Ride Fast magazine, and that'll be on shelves from the beginning of next month.